Do you enjoy going to backgammon tournaments? If so, the New York Metropolitan Open in 2025 is a must-attend event. And it's my pleasure to welcome Lynn Ehrlich to discuss this tournament in this video. Thank you for joining me. I hope you enjoy this video. Please like and subscribe, and you'll be notified every time I upload a new video. Let me know what you think in the comments below, what you'd like to see in future videos, and I'll work on it. If you love backgammon, you can become a member of this channel, giving you exclusive access to the most popular videos. My book, Backgammon, Backgame Strategies, is available. There's a link in the description to where you can get it. And if you're interested in lessons, please contact me via email. My email address is also in the description. Again, in this video, it's my great pleasure to be conducting an interview with Lynn Ehrlich of the New York Metropolitan Open. Welcome, Lynn.
Thank you. Thanks
How
for
are you
having me.
doing tonight?
Great, great.
Great. It's a pleasure to see you. I know you've been involved in backgammon for a very long time, so I'm excited to discuss that with you. If I may, I'd like to start with a little background biographical information so the viewers can get to know you. Can you tell us, please, where you were born and raised and your
I was
education and so
born
forth?
in Brooklyn, New York,
Okay.
and that's where I grew up. And I spent most of my adult life in Manhattan, in the city. And I spent a few years in California, LA, and San Jose from 1996 till about 2003. And then I came back to New York, and I am now presently living in Florida. I moved here, it'll be 2 years in February.
Very good. What kind of work did you do in New York?
I was a buyer in the garment industry. I worked for several chain stores.
Very good. And you were in Los Angeles, like here where I live. What did you do
Yeah,
out here?
not far.
Same
Um,
thing?
I bank pike out poker, if you must know.
Oh, that's nice. That's nice. A
Uh-huh,
lot of backgammon players also play poker.
uh-huh. But this is pie gown and I
I
banked
guys a
it.
little different, right?
A little different, yeah.
And now you're in Florida. Did you retire?
Yes, I'm retired and enjoying the beautiful sunshine and playing pickleball and teaching people how to play backgammon down here, and it's fun.
Yeah, I see. I see a lot of people play backgammon. That I see all those Facebook posts and the social media from the people in Florida, and I see a lot of backgammon players play pickleball. I see Phil Simborg posting pictures of himself playing.
Yeah, he's pretty active.
It's a good sport.
It is, it's fun.
Very good, very good. So, how did you first get into backgammon yourself?
Well, I would say in the mid 70s, it was like the rage. Everyone was playing backgammon. Every restaurant in New York City had backgammon tables, in the bar area. All the clubs had backgammon boards. I didn't know what this game was. I didn't grow up playing it. My family didn't play it. So I started saying, what is this game? And I had a good friend who played it. And I said, let me just watch. And he was playing for money. He said, you can't ask any questions. Don't talk. I watched for days, weeks. I said, tell me the object of the game. I see you moving these checkers around, you're rolling the dice. And once he explained it, I sort of picked it up and I started playing. And that's how I got started. I was addicted to it. I would play until 4 o'clock in the morning, 5 o'clock, and leave for work at 7:30. I mean, it was just, I was crazy about it. It's very
Some,
addictive.
Sometimes work gets in the way of important things.
It does, it does.
It does. Okay, great. And so, how long have you been running the New York Metropolitan Open?
This is the 18th year. So I
Wow.
think it started in 2008.
How'd you get started in that?
I was partners with Howard Markowitz in the Las Vegas tournaments for a few
Okay, yeah,
years,
he's
and
great.
I just couldn't understand why New York didn't have a tournament, other than I lived there and I think it's the greatest city in the world. I'm a little biased, but I
Mhm.
said, no, really, how could it not have a tournament? And so I started looking for hotels. Um, I called and visited, I called about 64 hotels in New York. I could
Wow.
not get a ballroom space. They wanted $10,000 a night, a day for the ballroom and that was way back in
Wow.
2007. And then I finally decided to go across the river to New Jersey, which is not that far. And they had several hotels. Most of them didn't have good ballroom space, but then I came across the Hyatt on the Hudson, and I said, "This is fabulous." And and Howard said, "Oh, this is never going to work." And I said, "Why?" He said, "They want too much money for the room. The room rates in 2008, it was 140, I think it was $149 a night." And he said, "No one's going to come." I said, "Well, we should try it." It was $149 during the week, and it went down to 129 on the weekend. So we did
Okay.
it, and I think we had about 121 players for the
Wow.
first tournament. It was a very large tournament even then. And so the room rate now is now $147 a night, which is $2 less than it was. Don't let the hotel know that though. So, but then again, I negotiated the following year, it went down to 119, 129, but this seems to be the going rate. You haven't come to the tournament, Alex.
I haven't, unfortunately. I'd love to go. It's challenging for me with work and family commitments, but I enjoy watching
I
them.
know it's hard, but once you come, I'm sure you'll return. I mean, the hotel is spectacular. I mean, I don't know if you've seen photos of it, people
I
post. You can
have.
see, I mean, you see the view of New York City, the whole Manhattan skyline. You can see the Statue of Liberty. You see the GW Bridge and the Verrazano Bridge. It's a great venue, and I've been told by so many people that it's the nicest venue on the ABT tour. And I I think they might be right.
Yeah, I remember last year you had the Hall of Fame dinner and everything. That was fantastic.
Right. Yeah, it was a great turnout. Everything was fabulous. But
I did.
the tournament is popular because of the location. It's easy to get to. I give 3-hour dinner breaks so people can go into the city, into Manhattan, and visit Chinatown, Little Italy, Soho, Times Square. The hotel is very accommodating. People come a few days earlier, they stay a few days later. They give the same rate. People go to the theater, they go to museums. I mean, it's not all about backgammon, only from Thursday to Sunday. But other than that, you can come a few days earlier and just really make a holiday out of it with your family, your wife, your husband, children.
So that's really great. Like you mentioned the longer dinner breaks, that's really good. A lot of the tournament directors, have a limited dinner breaks just so you can like get all of the tournaments in. How do you manage to fit everything in with a long break? Like what, do you start early or go
It's
late?
it's getting more and more difficult because the numbers of attendees that we have. I mean, we had 295 players last year. It is the largest tournament in the country. And I have the largest championship division as well. We had 100, I think 130 players in the open division
Wow.
last year, and 93 in I call it the intermediate. Everyone has gone to calling it advanced, but I'm still calling it intermediate because I have an advanced beginner division,
Okay.
which
So there
also
are
have
three
like
divisions,
50
right?
some odd players. And then I have a beginner division. We went from 3 divisions to 4 because my beginners and advanced beginners were just, it was, it was too large.
Right.
Had to split it up. So that's what we did.
Well,
And
that's great.
I've always given the 3-hour dinner break because I wanted people to have a taste of New York. I know I call it the New York Metro, the New York Metropolitan Open, and someone said, but it's not New York. So I said, well, it's the metropolitan area, which consists of New York, New Jersey, and Connecticut. That's the metropolitan area in New York.
So
So
I heard this joke about New Jersey, and only people from New Jersey or perhaps New York seem to get it. So two guys meet each other. One says, "Where are you from?" He says, "I'm from New Jersey." He says, "Oh, which part of New Jersey?" "Well, I'm from the nice part." He says, "Which part is that?" He says, "I'm from New York." Yeah, it's like only you only get it if you live there, right?
I
It's
guess
like
so.
it's the
I
same.
guess
Apparently, it's
so.
the same when New York's a little nicer.
Uh-huh.
Okay, well, let me pull up the website here so we can kind of go through it for the viewers here. Very good. You able to see that now, Lynn?
Yeah, great. but I can
Okay,
only
great.
see, yeah, you'll scroll for me.
Yeah, we'll scroll. I'll let you guide me through this so the viewers can learn about it. So this is the top. Is this the skyline that you were talking about? This image at the top? Or it's
Yes, I
some
think it is. I think it
yeah.
is.
Good, good. Okay, so here's the tournament. It's going to be January 8th through 12th, 2025, largest tournament in the United States. And here, I'll put a link in the description so people can click on the brochure here to get the information. But let's go through the special events here.
Well, first, well, okay, we can go in this order, but the BMAB starts on Wednesday. That's our first
Okay,
event.
yeah, it's here. Okay,
Yeah.
here, the Players Cup.
And that's on Wednesday, and it'll start Wednesday and end on Wednesday. And Jeb Horton is running that.
Yeah, that's a good one where they do your PR and it's 5 rounds. You get to play 5 matches.
Correct, correct.
Okay,
And yeah, we
so
had a very good turn. We didn't have enough equipment last year. I think we had
wow.
48. Yeah, it was a lot of, it was overwhelming. It was
It's
the
a
first
lot
time
of
we
work.
had it.
Some people don't know, but like they videotape the entire match, all 5 11-point matches, and then they transcribe it for you, which takes a long time. I know because I
Yes,
transcribe a lot of matches and then they send it to you.
right.
Okay. And then of course it's part of the USBGF and the ABT, and you have the new Lady Liberty Cup. So tell us about that, please.
Well, this is a women's event and it's sponsored by the Women's World of Backgammon, and they've added $500 towards the prize money. We're trying to encourage women to compete, and some of the newer players, they're a little intimidated to play in tournaments. So hopefully we will get some of the lower level female players playing in it. And I think the $500 added prize money helps. It's a $50 entry and it's continuous entries. And we would like to see more women playing this game. There's a lot of great players. And I guess men and women are different.
They are.
I guess
Uh,
so. And although my opinion is women are just not as competitive. They don't have that killer instinct, a lot of them. And but I'm hoping that'll change because we have some really great women players. I mean, Karen Davis, Carol Joy Cole, Irina Litzenberger, Katie Scalamandra, who won the world championship, Lee Denude, another world champ, Akiko is out. I mean, we have, and there's so many European women that I've lost touch with since COVID. I haven't been traveling really. I used to go to Monte Carlo every year, so I knew, all the players, but I have a new puppy and I have no one to take
oh,
care
okay.
of when I
Oh,
go.
I
So
think I saw your dog last time, right? Was
yes,
yeah,
yes.
yeah.
She
Very
travels with me domestically.
okay, good, good. I have a personal initiative to get more underrepresented demographics, uh, people to play backgammon, and that includes women and youth. So I think it's great to have women a women's tournament. I found personally within our local group, we have also like some social backgammon, so it's not like a formal tournament, but they come and they just play and they hang out and they enjoy some drinks and things like that. And the ones with whom I've spoken tend to prefer that than actually a tournament. I don't know what your experience has been.
What was, I'm sorry?
The women with whom I've spoken that come to those events tend to prefer just the social aspect
Right.
of it, rather than a full tournament.
Yes, I agree. They like
Yeah,
the social aspect of it. And I don't blame them. It's a great social game. That's how I got started, and that's how I got started playing, in tournaments. I mean, my first tournament was in St. Moritz, Switzerland.
really?
And oh yeah, it was just great. I combined my ski trip with it. I heard someone told me there was a tournament at the Palace Hotel in San Moritz, and I went in March of 1986. And then they said, "Oh, we have a tournament in Monte Carlo in July." I said, "Really?" So it was great because I was traveling alone, and the camaraderie was fabulous. I was able to get on the plane and go someplace, but once I got there were like 400 people that I knew. You know,
Wow.
and I never had to have dinner alone. I never had to go sightseeing alone. It changed my life. I mean, it really did. I mean, I can't thank the backgammon community enough.
That's
They're
fantastic. Yeah.
wonderful people. They're warm, engaging, smart, interesting. They're from all different walks of life. They do different things. And I would say not all of them, most of them are really, really nice.
That's true. That's true.
They are, they're
Uh,
just terrific.
Very good, very good. So I know there's this new cancel gammon. So I'm not familiar. I think I've heard of it, but I don't remember the rules. What is the cancel gammon?
Okay, so Jack Edelson's been doing this in Madison for the past 2 years, and it's become very popular. And there's a player who wanted me to have it in my tournament, and they volunteered to give us $2,000 added prize money to encourage people to try this game. So we kept the entry fee, moderate, $50, like most of my side events. And hopefully that the $2,000 will entice them to try it. So it's going to be a 7-point match. And once in every game for each player, they get to cancel their opponent's roll. Like if someone rolls double sixes, or if they're on the bar and with two checkers and they only have the four open, they roll double fours. You can cancel that roll only once in each game. So it's fun, it's exciting, and $2,000 isn't bad.
Yeah, and so they would re-roll.
Yes, they re-roll.
Yeah, I think I've seen something like that. One time I saw like it was a race and someone rolled a double five, so the opponent canceled it and they re-rolled a double six.
That's the chance you take. You can only
I
cancel
know.
one.
I
So
know. Okay, so that sounds good. And then the next one we discussed the BMAB, and then there's a new Pro-Am doubles. Please tell us about that.
right. Well, a million years ago, or in the 70s anyway, there was a Pro-Am doubles, and I think the entry fee was like $20,000 for the team. And they used to have it in the Bahamas
Yeah.
in January, and it was a great event, and it sort of faded for whatever reason. I don't know if all the people with a lot of money sort of went away, but we're going to try and do it again. And so you have an amateur player who plays, they arrange to play with a pro, whoever that might be. And it's full consultation. The only difference is that there's one, you can't have two pros. You can have two amateurs if you want, but you can't have two high top level players. And I think it'll be very exciting. When you watch doubles and when you play doubles, it's like getting a free lesson, you
Yes.
know, because you hear them thinking out loud. So even if you're a spectator and watching a doubles match, you can learn so much. When you have Kit Woolsey or Victor Ashkenazi or, any of the top players, and listening to why they're making these plays or why they're recommending it to their partner. It's really a free lesson, and everyone should take advantage of watching it and listening.
Yeah, that's really good. And that's very true. And I find for my videos, I do a lot of different types of videos. So like I'll do interviews, I'll do all sorts of different things. And one of the series is where I have like these top players that actually play and they're going through their thought process. And those ones are the most viewed ones on the entire channel. So you're absolutely right. It's a great lesson. People really enjoy that.
Yeah.
Okay. So that's good. That's a big entry fee for an event, for a side event.
Yeah, well, I have a few people who have registered already, so hopefully we'll fill the bracket.
That's great. That's great. Okay, and then the contact information here. Let's see what else is here. Nothing so much on this one. So let's go to the format here. Um, main, consolation, and progressive, last chance, and then oh, this is the format change, right?
Right. We never had a progressive last chance, and we've decided to do that.
Okay,
You
very
have
good. So
people sign up on Saturday night.
right. So
Um,
for the viewers, what does it mean to be a progressive last chance?
well, after you lose in the consolation, you'll be able to go into the last chance. If you lose a few rounds after some of the people who first lost, you get fed into the draw sheet. You don't start at the very beginning. So
Right.
it's like our progressive consolation. Everyone will be fed into the draw sheet accordingly. So you may not have to play 7 rounds. You might lose at a point where you'll only have to play 4 matches or 5 matches.
I see. So
That's called
effectively, it
progressive.
becomes a triple elimination. Is that correct?
It's always been a triple elimination.
Triple
I've always
elimination.
had a main, a consolation, and last chance. But we used to start it on Sunday.
Oh, I see.
It just takes forever. So
Yeah, yeah. Okay, so let's look at the side events. I think we discussed this one. We discussed this one. They're the 2-point mini matches, and that goes throughout the tournament. Is that right?
yes. Mhm.
Okay. And then the jackpots, you do like 8-player knockouts.
These are 8-player knockouts. We used to have a playoff on Saturday night, but we're not going to do that. People are just going to get their money after they win an 8-player bracket. And we're going to try to do it so that they don't have to wait. You'll win 3 matches. It may not be on the same 8 players, but we'll match you up with someone who has won 2 matches and you've won 2 matches and you'll play them. So there won't be a lot of waiting. That's one of the problems about tournaments. People have to wait for their
Right,
opponents, and people will get impatient. Oh, I've been waiting 2 hours to play this match. Not necessarily the tournament match, but the side events. And they are side events, and you're supposed to
right.
play them in between your regular matches. It gives you something to do.
Yeah.
So
I think this is really good. So like you'll have an 8-player knockout and you might have more than one of those per day. Is that correct?
oh, we're gonna have tons of them.
Oh, okay, good. Because I have, so like I've spoken with people and we have a local group and we have many people that come, we'll go like once a week, we're a few hours. And a lot of them have told me they can't come to the large tournament because they can't commit to a Friday, Saturday, Sunday, but they would
Right.
really enjoy having just a tournament that starts and ends on one day. So I think this makes it amenable for a lot of those types of players with other
Yes, it
tournaments.
does. When I used to have it that we had the playoff on Saturday night, people said they couldn't come back, and it really didn't pay for them to start one. They would only get a small percentage of money back, but they wouldn't be able to play in the playoff. So this is, you can just come in and play and leave, and so it
Okay,
is,
very good.
you can stay for the whole weekend.
And then the New York doubles is different than the Pro-Am doubles, right?
Right. This is our traditional doubles tournament. You can play with the pro if you have, a lot of people have high top level partners. Um, and that's great. But we have 32 teams, and I have an overflow usually, and people don't like the overflow. This year, we're also going to have continuous entries. We're not going to cut it off at 32. So we will have buys. If we get like 54 teams, we're just gonna cut it up if we get all the entries. So I hope this will make a lot of people happy because they love the doubles event. They just love it.
Yeah, that's good. And then there's a super jackpot. It's a
We've been
larger
running
entry
this for
fee.
several years now, so you must pre-register for this because I don't like to have any anti-buys. I really like to have a bracket of 32. So
Right.
if you want to play in the super jackpot, I suggest you pre-register. You must prepay and pre-register and let me know. Because we had a waiting list last year.
Really? So okay, so then there's the super and these are on different days. We'll see that when we get to the schedule.
Right.
So there's the super jackpot, then there's the Cup Masters. It's the next higher the next large jackpot event, then those are 11 points.
Correct,
Okay, very good. And then the limited jackpot is next.
right?
Same
That's
idea.
for our lower level open players and intermediate players.
Right. And for the viewers, these jackpots are all single elimination tournaments, is that correct?
Correct.
Okay. And then there's a P40 board event.
Yeah, P40, that's our new sponsor.
Yeah, so I'd like to give you a moment to recognize the sponsor. I have a P40 board myself, but tell us about that for the viewers, please.
So P40 is our new sponsor. They are donating and giving us a board to give away for our board event, and they're also giving us a board to use for streaming and for us to keep for future streaming. They've been very generous and very nice. These are beautiful boards, and I don't know, they cost between, I guess, $800 and $1,200,
I
something
think
like
that's about how much I spent on mine, around $1,000.
something
They're
like that.
beautiful.
I mean, they have different custom boards. Maybe they're a little more, a little, but it's a really great quality board. And a lot of people who, I mean, I've played on them. I can't afford one, but they're very nice.
They're nice. So I'll tell you about mine. It's like you can customize it. It's just like lightweight. I have the one with the larger size checkers. The checkers are beautiful. They have these rims that are really nice. It's made out of some sort of metallic material, so the sound that it makes is a little different. You have to get used to it.
Right.
But it's just very high quality. I enjoy playing on that board.
It is, and they have them in a shiny finish or a matte finish. You can get silver
Right.
or black, and
And their
it,
cubes are really beautiful. They're similar to like the Jeffrey Parker style ones, if you're familiar with that.
it's a beautiful board, and I may even play in my own board event.
Yeah, yeah. And I even have they have like smaller Chouette cubes. And I have like different colors of those, and that there are four of them that fit in in the size of one slot. So I assume this is different. It's not is it sponsored by Gammon Stuff or P40 or
Oh, I guess our website has to be changed. It's a sponsored by P40.
okay,
Yes.
so that's just the type. Okay, that's fine.
Yeah.
Gammon Stuff is also they also have good boards.
Good. We're going to proofread my website now. Thank you.
Uh, all right, so then there's like the seniors tournament and the young and restless tournament. So one person, so here it's like 60 and over and 59 and younger. I think there was a juniors tournament and some other tournament. There was a juniors event and it was for like under 60. And then someone asked, why is the juniors under 60? So I told them in backgammon, junior is under 60.
That's right.
That's the youth tournament.
I know. I had a super seniors event. You had to be over 70 or, or something, but um, I sort of gave that up.
Yeah, I'll tell you, like most of the players that I play with, they started out in the 70s. So they're all seniors, but
Yeah.
I really want to get more youth to play, and this is an outstanding way to do that. I mean, do you have any other ideas? I know doesn't Remy come to your tournament?
Okay, so that's what I want to speak about also, because I'm sure a lot of the women will be coming. Remy Davenport has taken New York by like storm. I mean, I guess it's a little over a year now that she's been running her events. Uh, and she gets 150 to 200 people every week, twice a week. And I don't think any of them are over 35. I mean, most of them are in their late 20s, early 30s, and you can check out her Instagram. I think it goes under NYC Backgammon Club, and you can't believe how. I mean, this is like what it was like in the 70s. I mean, everybody was playing. These people are playing. They're drinking. They're eating. She has them in very trendy restaurants in New York. She's doing an amazing job, and she will be at the tournament. She's going to be on staff and she's going to be running the beginner event because I think I need a separate room for the beginners. I have so many, and I told her last year not to invite more than 20 of her. I can't. The hotel isn't large enough. It's. I mean, that should be my worst problem, but it is very crowded on Saturday when all the beginners and advanced beginners come. So I'm trying to get the ballroom that's upstairs just for the beginners. I hope it's available, but if they have a wedding up there, I'm out of luck. So we'll be in the hallway and wherever we can squeeze in a table and chair, I guess.
Yeah, that's fantastic. I did an interview with Remy and she told me about the NYC backgammon and she's fantastic. I mean, you were saying in the 70s, everyone was playing it. I think now you can get that, but it's a little bit different because now you have the social media and the younger people, the younger generation are on social media. So she advertises the heck out of it on Instagram and various other social media platforms. And
She's on
it's
the
more of
back
a
of the New York
social event.
City taxi cabs. They did a video of her. She's really like a superstar.
I saw that. I saw that.
She's
And
great,
I
and she's
feel like with
passionate about it. She loves backgammon.
she does. She
Loves it.
does. She's wonderful. I feel like with them, they focus it more as like a social event, like you meet people, almost like a dating event. You go and enjoy yourself, and then backgammon's there for fun, but it attracts lots of people.
Everyone should visit her Instagram account and see these young people playing backgammon. I mean, I was running a meetup group in New York every week. I never got more than 16 players. I don't know. I must have been doing something wrong, but she's amazing.
Yeah,
I,
here in Los Angeles, we have a group that been playing for like 40 years, and on a really good night, we'll get 30 people, but they're like a couple of these other newer ones that start on Instagram, and they get like 100 to 200 people every single time. And I'm
it's
like,
great. Backgammon is going to be like amazing in the next few years. I think these people will get addicted to it. They'll want to play, they'll want to compete, they'll want to travel. I think it's a lot of fun.
yeah, okay, so we'll move on to the BMAB. We basically talked about it, but this is the details so people can go there. And then here we have the schedule. So this kind of goes through the schedule. I don't know that we need to go through every single thing because we kind of went through it, but this is
Right.
useful for people to kind of look at the start times and the dinner breaks and all that stuff. So it's Wednesday. Wednesday is just the BMAB, and then Thursday starts here and
All the side events start and the double starts on
uh,
Thursday evening.
okay,
So if you play in the doubles, your dinner break is a little shorter.
okay, yeah,
You have to give up part of your dinner break.
right. And then
Um,
Friday the main starts, right?
correct.
And that goes through Saturday and Sunday.
Right. And I have something very exciting to let everyone know about. We're going to have 3 kiosks for registration. So you won't have to wait online.
Oh,
Everyone
that's
must pre-register before they come up and give us their money.
okay. So that'll be good. That'll save
Yeah,
time.
so and you can do it on your mobile device yourself. You can do it before you come, but if you haven't done it before you come, you will have to do it at the tournament, and we will have these iPad kiosks for you to register on. And I think it's innovative and it'll help everything go a lot faster and smoothly. So I'm looking forward to that.
That's good. And it looks like things wrap up early afternoon on Sunday so people can go back home.
Yeah, sometimes not so early, but
Yeah,
I mean, if you're winning, you're going to be there a little later. If
of
you're
course. That's a good thing.
losing,
That's a good thing.
yeah.
Um, I was speaking with my friend Avi Cohen, who's running the tournament in Miami, and he said he's doing something a little bit new, at least in the United States. He's going to have like an award ceremony Sunday night, so everyone stays and then goes home the next day. We'll see how that goes, and if it goes
Right.
well,
Well,
maybe we'll
that's
have a
what they
chance.
do in Europe. That's what they do in Cyprus. That's what they do in Monte Carlo. And it's nice, but these are people who are traveling, I guess, internationally, and most of their flights are the next day because they're morning flights.
Right, right.
It sounds very exciting, and I think a lot of people are going to stay for this. And he's really worked hard, and I think it's going to be a tremendous event. I mean, Miami in November. I mean, it's not in August. It's a great time to be in Florida, wherever you're coming from, and it sounds terrific. I'm looking forward to it. I'll be there too.
Do you live in Miami or the Miami area yourself?
No, I'm about an hour and 20 minutes away, but I will be going to the tournament.
Okay, but you're familiar with Avi and the group down there.
Sure.
Yeah,
Yeah, we
yeah.
have a big backgammon community here, all the way from North Palm Beach all the way down to Miami. Karen
Wow.
Davis really grew this whole group with her Sunny Florida events. She's done a
For
tremendous job down here.
for those that do not know Karen Davis, she's like one of the biggest names in backgammon of all time, former president of the USBGF, and people don't know how much she's done. So she's fantastic. And she does the Women's World of Backgammon now, right?
Right, right,
Right.
with the help of Arena and
Yes, yes.
a couple other, yeah.
Okay, so then the hotel here, this is the hotel here. There's the details here. So people can, this is all the information. I'll let people kind of go to the website and read about
So
that.
I have a large block of rooms, but I've just gotten an update and I'm running low on rooms for Wednesday and Thursday. I'm gonna
Okay,
have to try and do another addendum. So if you haven't made your reservation, please make your reservations now. If you have trouble getting the dates you want because we're out of rooms, please call me and I will get you a room for the dates that you need. It's no matter how many rooms I booked, I had to do 3 addendums last year and I'm getting sold out on the outside dates. I have rooms for, I think, Friday and Saturday still available, but Wednesday and Thursday, I think I'm gone, so
very good,
we
very
need to
good.
get some more rooms.
And then what else do we have? The results here. So this is for past events. So, oh, so these are the results so people can kind of look at it. This one was, I remember last year, Wilcox Stellings won the
Yes, he
tournament.
won, and he was also inducted into the Hall of Fame. It was very exciting. It was his comeback tournament, just about. It
I
was,
remember that very well because I actually did an interview video with him after that. So it was kind of like he grew up in New York for a good part of his childhood. So he had a lot of family he hadn't seen. So it was an opportunity for him to do that. And he was inducted into the Hall of Fame and he won this big tournament. It's not easy to win a tournament.
no, it was amazing. It was just the perfect storm for him. It was
Yeah.
great.
So let's see what else. People can go through and you have all of these, right? All down. I'll just scroll all the way down. So people can go back and look at all the past winners. There are some outstanding winners.
Pretty much. I don't
Yeah.
know. Still been updated, yeah.
Contact information. So this is your contact information here. So if they need anything, and you have the ruling committee, tournament staff, and the webmaster, Jeb Horton, who's fantastic. And then there's the rules, which is probably a little detailed. Uh, dice on checkers is valid or no?
I don't,
No?
no dice on checkers and I don't play legal moves. However, I give everyone the option of playing legal moves and playing dice on checkers. They just have to put DOC on their paper scorecard and LM for legal moves so that I know how to make a
Okay.
ruling.
So that's
I
good.
mean, eventually I might just change to the traditional rules that have now been accepted by most of the US.
Yeah, I mean, I remember it used to be no dice on checkers, and now that we play that way, it just moves things along.
Yeah, it is. I don't mind it. I mean,
Yeah.
it's
Okay. And then, okay. So these are the details about the rules and things like that,
right,
and clocks and everything. So people can go through that. The
right.
registration is here, so people can click here. And let me scroll down. I guess you just put your information here or
No,
send an email.
it's not
Maybe it's
showing.
not showing up on my computer. Oh,
Oh,
there we go.
there it
It
goes.
was just
Okay,
loading. Okay. So here you put your contact information and just what you want to do and you register. That's
right.
easy.
And if you pre-register, you get a 25% discount off of the registration fee.
Oh, good. Very good. And then what else? There's just the privacy policy, which is kind of just something you have to put on there. Okay. Is there anything else we didn't go through on the website that you'd like to?
No, but I just want to let the beginners and advanced beginners know that there is no registration fee for them. There is no ABT fee for them. It's not an ABT event. So I want to encourage anyone who enjoys backgammon to come. The beginners is just a $30 fee. You'll meet incredible people and you'll have a great time and you'll learn a lot about backgammon. So I
Sounds
hope,
like a lot of fun.
yeah, it should be, it will be.
So let me ask you this. I personally ask people, okay, so you like this tournament? What do you like about this tournament? What do you like about that tournament? What's been the feedback that you've received from the players who have attended the tournament? Why do they like coming to your tournament as
All
compared
right,
to
so
perhaps?
I have players that have traveled to my tournament, have never missed 1 year, not one. Herb Roman is one. Carol Joy Cole is another one. She missed one because there was a problem with the airlines and she didn't want to get stuck sleeping at an
Right.
airport. But well, Herb loves the hotel. He loves the venue. The lighting is good. The room is good. The fact that it's just across the river from New York, it takes about, I would say, 15 to 20 minutes with the PATH train to get into New York. So I had someone come from Japan about 10 years ago. He came with his family. He said, Lynn, I hope you don't mind, but I'm not going to play in the side events because I want to go visit the museums. I said, no, go. He said, he's been to museums all over the world. He said New York City had the best museums he's ever been to, better than Paris, better than London, so it has something for everyone. If you like theater, Pete and Molly Anderson come, they love to go to the theater. They come a few days earlier and they always get tickets to go to Times Square and go to see a show. I wish I could organize a show for people to see, but it's just too difficult. I would love to be able to do that, but they come in early, they see the tree at Rockefeller Center. It's still up, I think, until around January 6th. They go ice skating, and there's a million things to do. And I think New York City has some of the best restaurants, the best food in the world. If you want French food, you don't have to go to Paris. You just come to New York. Yeah.
I remember I've been to New York several times, and someone told me, what is it? You can go to a restaurant every night of the week
And not
for
repeat
10
it.
years and not, yeah. How
For
many
more than
restaurants?
that. More
Yeah,
than that. And they're all they have to be good. I mean, they're not all great, but they're all good because if they're not, they don't survive. They just don't make it.
I know it's hard to survive as a restaurant.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So, yeah,
Well,
I miss New York. I miss it. I want to go back.
well, that's your chance to visit once a year at least.
At least, yeah.
Yeah. Very good. So that's fantastic, Lynn. I really appreciate your time. Do you have any final comments before we conclude the video?
No, I just want everyone to have a good holiday season and stay healthy and happy and come to the tournament.
Yes, wishing everyone happiness and health, and especially when you come to the tournament, you're gonna have a really good time. Okay, so again, the 18th New York Metropolitan Open, January 8th through 12th, 2025. It's the largest tournament in the United States, and it's going to be at the what is the name of the hotel?
The Hyatt, the Hyatt Regency or the Hyatt on the Hudson, they use both names.
Okay, very good. Thank you very much. We'll
Thank
go ahead
you.
and
I'm so glad we did this.
it's such a pleasure to have you, and you're certainly welcome to come back at any time. Maybe we can play a match together.
Oh, that'd be great, Alex. Thanks so much.
My pleasure. We'll go ahead and conclude the video. Thank you to the viewers for watching. I hope you enjoyed this video. Please like and subscribe, and you'll be notified every time I upload a new video. Let me know what you think in the comments below, what you'd like to see in future videos. If you're going to be attending the video, let me know in the comments. And if you love Backgammon, you can become a member of this channel, giving you exclusive access to the most popular videos. Again, my book, Backgammon, Backgame Strategies, is available. There's a link in the description to where you can get it. And if you're interested in lessons, please contact me via email. My email address is also in the description. I look forward to seeing you in future videos. And until then, keep rolling your